My dear friends, today is 22nd Sunday of our Lenten pilgrimage. And today I request everyone to fast from food. It is possible for human beings to forego a fundamental need with the aim of achieving something greater. Of course, man does not live on bread alone. That is what Jesus said when he was tempted by the devil in the desert. So when you fast from physical food, it's a way of reminding yourself that you are not just a body, but you have also a spirit. Have you ever fasted in your life for a spiritual exercise? I'm sure most of us have never. So today, or one of these days this week, try fasting. You could go about fasting in many ways, but you can try this way. Take breakfast and supper. Leave at least a 12-hour gap between the two meals. During these two meals, eat as you would on a normal day. Do not fast and then you eat or exaggerate in any way. For the 12 hours that you are not going to take anything or you are fasting, do not take anything solid, not even peanuts or biscuits or sweets, but drink plenty of water. Above all, when you feel the pangs of hunger, maybe sometimes like late in the afternoon, it's normal. Don't be scared. Spend some extra time to pray because fasting goes hand in hand with prayer. During the day, remind yourself of the desire that you have for God and just look at things beyond the need for food, but yearn for things that are eternal. As you fast, there are some few benefits that I want to discuss with you today for fasting. 1. Fasting quiets your inner self. This is the main thing that we are called to do as Christians, because we deny ourselves food so that we can focus on God and focus on other people. So fasting teaches us not only to seek immediate gratification, but that one day we will die, and so we need to feel hungry. Number 2, through fasting, you gain power over physical desires. We are meant to control our physical passions with the use of our reason. And fasting is a practice that exactly does that. If you can master your hunger, then you can master your lust, your pride, your anger, your envy, and many other bodily and human passions. Number 3, fasting helps you to grow in gratitude. It is hard to be grateful for food when you are constantly eating because you never experience hunger. So we don't even enjoy food when we are eating very frequently. So fasting teaches you that it is good to appreciate food, and it is also a blessing, and it brings pleasures to our lives. Number 4, when you fast, you can offer it up. When Jesus went into the desert to pray, he fasted too. Prayer and fasting go hand in hand. You can offer up your fasting either for yourself, you can say that you are fasting for your marriage, or you can say you are fasting for the sake of a friend whom you are praying for, or you can fast for the sake of the church, or for a special intention. It's powerful, I tell you. It's a powerful exercise. Number 5, through fasting, we gain strength to do hard things. The practice of fasting teaches us to accept suffering that comes our way. It puts in us the value of patience because we know that it will not last forever. So it's a discipline that can instill in us the spirit of patience and even the spirit of resilience. Number 6, fasting empties you and prepares you to receive God. When we empty ourselves physically, we become prepared to receive God's grace, love, and presence. Physical hunger is a physical manifestation of a spiritual longing for God. So fasting helps us to see this and to practice being receptive and to be empty for God. Are you experiencing any other spiritual fasting or benefits of fasting in this day? Maybe we can share that later on. But your fasting itself should not go beyond the human capacity. It should be regulated. Never exaggerate fasting. You remember in Kenya we had a very serious practice, Christian practice in the coastal part of Kenya, the Shakahola issues. Fasting too vigorously might have adverse effects not only physically but also spiritually and morally. When you are depleted of your energy levels at an extreme level, that is a state in psychology which is referred to as ego depletion. You are likely to lose self-control because when you don't have enough energy, then your ego becomes depleted and you can easily get tempted. So while ego depletion could be a result of physical fatigue and energy loss, cognitive depletion, a state akin to ego depletion, is actually a state of mental tiredness. What I mean is that when our mind becomes tired, we also become cognitively depleted, that we can't think well and can't think straight. So when your physical or your mental energy level is low, then your judgment is likely to be impaired. Imagine a judge making a judgment over a case in court while he is ego depleted or cognitive depleted. That means he or she can easily make a wrong judgment. Even some little cues will tempt you. A little thing can tempt you. Even little disturbance can annoy you when you are very much hungry. Sometimes even a disturbance of a passing car can really disturb you. Even a crying child can disturb you. Even a silly argument can upset you. Even you can become angry at other people around you. And you become emotionally provoked very easily. So, if you think you are doing some rigorous spiritual exercise by fasting, you better be careful not to deplete your energy. But because it has an adverse impact on your spiritual and moral choices, and as we look for spiritual graces, we also need to know that we are a moral being and we are called to fight the devil. You might actually sometimes attribute that kind of experience to the devil. So contemporary psychology gives a name to that devil. It is the state of ego depletion, which could result from not maintaining an equilibrium of energy. You remember we talked about trying to keep an equilibrium of energy? So an extreme fasting can contribute to that loss of equilibrium. So watch out as we fast. Please don't overdo it, but it is necessary for our spiritual growth. And it is one of the key pillars of this Lenten period. My dear friend, my dear pilgrim, fast. Overcome the passions and the temptations of your body. Teach your body that you have power over it. Fast. Not only fasting, also deny yourself something that you like. And by this fasting, as you know, the spirit of Lent, we fast so that we can be useful to other people. Also, in this fasting, as you fast today, please donate to our Lenten kitty, so that it can go a long way to assist some people who might be suffering, others who may not have what we have, even have education that we have, or even who lack food. My dear friend, be prepared today. Try it. I know some of you will try and they will be tempted to eat, but try to fast. And as I talk to you about fasting, I want in a very, very special way to say that today is a very special way for women. It is International Women Day. I don't know whether we exempt women from fasting today or they will combine the two. Maybe it is a way God had planned, so that instead of celebrating our Women's Day with pomp and a lot of celebration, we can also think about celebrating our Women's Day by having a prayer, a reason, article, or something that we are praying for, and especially for women, and women praying also for men who serve them and who help them. My dear friends, the women on this wall, may you have a very fabulous Women's Day. God bless you.